This is your chapter for Honeydew English, and the name of the chapter is The Tsunami. Okay, we'll see for chapter number 2. Today we are going to see for chapter number 2. Okay, and the name of the chapter is The Tsunami. Fine. In the whole chapter, we will see about the incidents of tsunami, where did it occur, how did the people recover, okay, how were the people saved, who were not saved, okay. We will have total look on such things in this chapter. Fine. Okay, you'll also come to know what is tsunami. Okay, there are stories, different stories in this chapter of different people who were, we can say, caught in the tsunami. Okay, and how did they save themselves? Some were not saved. What happened to them? All these things we will see in this chapter. Fine. So let's move to the explanation. Now, as the name of the chapter is The Tsunami, okay, now what is a tsunami? Tsunami is a very large and powerful wave, okay. Tsunami is a very large and powerful wave. And how is it caused? How is tsunami caused? How does the large and powerful wave is being occurred in the sea? Okay, so that is occurred by the earthquakes under the sea. Okay, tsunami is a very large and powerful wave caused by the earthquakes under the sea. On 26th December 2004, a tsunami hit Thailand and other parts of India, such as Andaman and Nicobar Island and Tamil Nadu coast. Okay, this happened on 26th of December 2004. Okay, here are some stories of courage and survival. Means you know, whenever there is an hazard means some natural disaster, we have to fight through it. We don't sit and cry, and we don't sit and get upset or anything like that. You have to fight with that natural disaster, right? You can't curse God for this, that God, what have you done? We can't do such things. We have to fight with that hazard because it's a natural hazard. Nobody can help it. Okay. Fine. So here in this we will see different stories, okay, and we will also see how did people survive it courageously. Okay, how did people survive courageously? Fine. Look at the map. I have given you a map also there. It is an Andaman and Nicobar Island where the tsunami occurred. Okay, it is a small island. What is an island? What is an island? Island means a piece of land which is surrounded by water from all the four sides. Okay, island is a piece of land which is surrounded by water from all the four sides. Okay, and Andaman Nicobar was also a such an island. Okay, where tsunami struck in 2004 on December 26th. Okay. The lesson begins with a few stories from Andaman and Nicobar group islands. Okay, the first story which we are going to see is of a manager of a cooperative society named Igneous. What was the name of the manager? The first story. Okay, the first story which we are going to read, it is about Igneous. Okay, Igneous is a name of a man. The first story is about Igneous. He was the manager of a cooperative society in Khatchil. Okay, now what happened when the day when the tsunami occurred? Okay, his wife woke him up at 6 o'clock. Okay, because why did she woke him up? She woke him up because she felt an earthquake. Okay, Igneous carefully took his television down. Now what did Igneous do after when his wife woke him up? What does Igneous do? Igneous just kept his television, lifted up his television and kept it down the table so that it could not fall on the ground and break. Okay, so and after doing this, he said all to his family that rush out of the house. This is the first incident about which we are talking. The first incident is about the Igneous, who was the manager in a cooperative society. Okay, and his wife woke him up on the day of the tsunami. Okay, why? Because she had felt an earthquake. Okay, after his wife woke him up, what did Igneous do? Igneous lifted up his TV and he kept it down the ground and rushed out of the house with his family. Okay, rushed out of this house with his family. Now, after keeping his television on the floor and rushing out of the house, they saw large waves coming towards them on the beach. While running out of the house, they saw large waves coming towards them. Okay, so what did Igneous had two children? Two of his children holded their mother's hand. Okay, holded their mother's hand with their mother's father and brother, and the wave was so furious that it swept away all of them with their mother. Means the children, the mother's father, the brother, everybody swept away, and only two children and Igneous were saved. So this is the first incident about which we are reading. It is about Igneous. In his family, his two children, his mother, his wife's father, his brother, everybody was there. On the day when the tsunami occurred, Igneous rushed out of the house and saw a huge wave coming towards them. Okay, as till they could save themselves, his wife, her mother and brother swept away in the huge wave, and only two children who stuck with Igneous were saved. Okay, this was the first incident that happened. Okay, now let's see the second incident about a policeman in the Nicobar Island named Sanjeev. Now talking about Sanjeev. Sanjeev was a policeman serving in the Khatchil Island of the Nicobar group of islands. He somehow managed to save himself, his wife and his baby daughter from the waves. But when he heard the cries for help from the wife of John, the guest house cook, Sanjeev jumped into the water to rescue her, but they both were swept away. Okay, now what is here it's telling? It's telling that Sanjeev was a policeman in Khatchil. Okay, he managed to save his family and everyone. He had a wife and a daughter, baby daughter. Okay, but he was able to save his family. Okay, but while running out of the house or while saving his family, he heard the voice of the cook, John. John was the cook in his house. Okay, they lived in the guest house of Sanjeev. Sanjeev heard the cries of John's wife. Okay, and so he jumped into the water to save John's wife. But unfortunately, the wave was so huge and so furious that both John's wife and Sanjeev were taken away by the water. Okay, so here we have seen the story about Igneous and Sanjeev. Okay, now further it is telling about the incident about a 13-year-old girl, Meghna. Okay, Meghna, 13-year-old girl who was swept away by the waves along with her family and 77 other people, managed to stay alive by holding on to a wooden door. How did Meghna save herself? We will see that Meghna saved herself by holding a wooden door. She could not be seen by relief helicopters for 2 days. Okay, whenever there is a natural hazard, relief helicopters, or you can say relief services, they just come for a look that is anybody saved or anybody is any problem. So such thing happened with Meghna also. When she tried to save herself, managed to save herself by holding a wooden door, she could not be seen by the relief helicopters for 2 days. Okay, and then she came to the shore only through a wave, and then a wave brought her to the shore. Okay, 13-year-old Meghna was swept away with her family. Now when she was there, she was with her family and 77 other people. Okay, now as I told you, she kept on floating for 2 days on the wooden door. Okay, 11 times she saw the relief helicopters over her. In these 2 days, she saw 11 times the relief helicopter over her head, moving, looking, coming and going, but they did not see her. Okay, she was brought to the shore by a wave and was found walking on the seashore in a daze. What is a daze? The state of stunned confusion. Okay, when you are being saved from an accident or a natural hazard, but natural you are going to be delivered. Okay, you are going to be stunned for some time. And when you are away from the family, or if you come to know that now you have lost your family, at that time also your condition is like daze, D-A-Z-E. Okay, so such thing happened with 13-year-old Meghna. She was only saved. Her parents and the 77 people who were with her were swept away in this tsunami. She was able to save herself by holding a wooden door. Okay. Now we have heard 3 stories, first of Igneous, second of Sanjeev and third of Meghna. Now we will see the 4th story of Almas Javed family. Okay. Now Almas Javed was a 10-year-old boy. Okay, he was of 10 years. Sorry, she was of Almas. Almas Javed was 10-year-old and she was a student in Carmel Convent in Port Blair. Okay, we are listening to the 4th story of Almas Javed. She is a 10-year-old girl and she was a student of Carmel Convent in Port Blair, where her father had a petrol pump. Okay, Alma's father had a petrol pump. Her mother Rahila's home was in the Nancowries Island. The family had gone there to celebrate Christmas. When the tremor came early in the morning, the family was sleeping. Alma's father saw the sea water recede. What is recede? Move back from where it was. Okay, he understood that the water would come rushing back with great force. He woke everyone up and tried to rush them to the safer place. Okay, now what have we read here? We have seen that Almaz is a 10-year-old girl. She is a student of Carmel Convent in Port Blair. Her father has a petrol pump. Okay, they had gone to her mother's house, which is in Nankauri Island, okay, to celebrate Christmas. When they were sleeping in the early morning, they experienced the tremor. Okay, her father saw the sea water receding and he understood that something is wrong. So he woke up the family and tried to rush them to the safer place. Okay, now as they were running from the house, Alma's grandfather got hit on the head by something and fell down. Her father rushed to help him. Then came the first giant wave. That swept both of them away. Alma's mother and aunts stood clinging on the leaves of the coconut tree. Falling out of her, a wave uprooted the tree and they too were washed away. Okay, they too were washed away. Now further, what happened when Alma's father found that something is wrong, or something is going to happen? He immediately rushed the family out of the house. Okay, and when they were running out of the house, Alma's grandfather hit on his head and fell down. Okay, so Alma's father went to save Alma's grandfather. Okay, but a big, huge, giant wave swept them away. Now who left? Alma's mother and Alma's aunts. They stood clinging. Clinging means holding tightly. Okay, what did they hold? They hold the leaves of the coconut tree. Okay, but what happened? The tree got uprooted by a wave and they were too washed away. Now what happened to Alma? Alma saw a log of wood floating. Okay, Alma saw a log of wood floating. What did she do? She climbed on it and then she fainted. She became unconscious. When she woke up, she was in the hospital in Kamorta. What is Kamorta? Kamorta is a island in one of the Nicobar's island. Kamorta is one of the Nicobar islands. So what did Alma's do when she saw that whole of her family has swept away? Okay, her father was swept away by saving her grandfather. Okay, and her mother and aunt also swept away. Her mother and aunt also swept away by the wave. Okay, when the tree got uprooted. And see, Alma herself saved herself by floating. When she saw a log of wood floating, she climbed on it and fainted. And when she woke up, she found herself in the hospital of Kamorta. Okay, from there she was brought to Port Blair. The little girl does not want to talk about the incident with anyone. She is still traumatized. Traumatized means she is still in a great shock. Okay, when Almaz saved herself, she was brought to the hospital. Okay, and there she was cured, and then she didn't wanted to talk about it to anyone. And this is how Almaz managed to save herself. Now the next story is about the Smith family from South England. Now this story is about Tilly Smith. Who is Tilly Smith? Who was Tilly Smith? Tilly Smith was a British school girl. Okay, she was able to save many lives from the tsunami struck Phuket beach in Thailand. Though she has won a number of awards, her parents had not allowed their daughter to be interviewed on television and made into a heroine. Okay, Tilly Smith. Tilly Smith had saved many lives in the tsunami. Okay, she had won many of the awards, but her parents did not want their daughter to be interviewed on the television because they don't wanted her to be. They didn't want any kind of publicity, you can say. Okay. Now here is a story from Thailand. We were talking about Tilly Smith. The Smith family from southeast England were celebrating Christmas at the beach resort in southern Thailand. Now Tilly Smith is a 10-year-old girl, school girl. Her sister is 7 years old and her parents are Penny and Colin. Penny and Colin. Now it was 26th of December 2004. Okay, deadly tsunami waves were already on their way. They had been triggered by a massive earthquake of northern Sumatra early that morning. Okay, now what happened after that? The water was swelling and kept coming in. Penny Smith remembered. Penny Smith was remembering the 26th of December 2004's incident of the tsunami. She was telling that how was the water swelling and kept coming in. The beach was getting smaller and smaller and I didn't know what was happening. Here Penny Smith is sharing her memories of the tsunami incident. Okay, we are reading the story of Smith family now, in which we are seeing that Tilly Smith is a 10-year-old girl and her sister is 7-year-old. Their parents are Penny and Colin. Penny is telling us about the incident, that how the water of the sea was swelling and it came in and making the beach smaller. Okay, she also shares that she didn't understand what was going on. She didn't understand what was going on. Okay, but Tilly Smith sensed that something was wrong. Her mind kept going back to the geography lesson she had taken in England just 2 weeks before she flew to Thailand with her family. Now, as I told you, Tilly Smith is a student. Okay, she is a student, a British school student. Okay, so whatever was happening, Tilly sensed that something or the other was wrong. Okay, her mind kept on going back to the geography lesson which she had read in the class. Okay, 2 weeks back. Tilly saw the sea slowly rising. Tilly saw the sea rising and start to foam, bubble and foam whirlpools. She remembered that she had seen this in class in a video of a tsunami that had hit the Hawaiian Islands in 1946. Now here Tilly is remembering everything what she had learned in the class. In her class, she was being shown a video of the Hawaiian Islands in 1946 where the tsunami had struck. Okay, the teacher also told them the causes of tsunami, which can be earthquakes, volcanoes or landslides. Okay, okay, so after this Tilly started screaming. When she remembered everything, whatever she had learned in the class, started screaming and told her family to get out of the beach, get off the beach. Okay, she talked about an earthquake under the sea. She got more and more hysterical. What is hysterical? Affected by or deriving from uncontrolled emotion. Okay, so whenever you are in such a position, you shout, you laugh, you cry in a wild and excited way, which is uncontrollable, without any control. Okay, so when Tilly remembered everything, that oh, I am being explained about this tsunami in my class, she immediately understood that this is tsunami, and so she started screaming and telling about the earthquake under the sea. Okay, I didn't know what a tsunami was, but seeing my daughter so frightened, I thought something serious must be going. So what did Penny say? Penny is, as I told you, Penny is sharing her memories with us. She said that when she saw Tilly in such a position, she understood that something is serious going to be happen. Okay, Tilly's parents took her and her sister away from the beach in the swimming pool to the swimming pool at the hotel. Okay, so what did Tilly's parents do? They took her daughter Tilly and her sister away from the beach into the swimming pool that was in the hotel. A number of other tourists also left the beach with them. Then it was as if the entire sea had come out after them, and as soon as they were running towards the hotel, they saw that the sea was following them because the huge tsunami wave had occurred. Okay, I was screaming, run. The family took refuge in the third floor of the hotel. The building withstood the surge of 3 tsunami waves. If they had stayed on the beach, they would have not been alive. Okay, so what did they do? Tilly's parents took the children to the third floor that survived at least 3 waves of tsunami. Okay, and along with Tilly's family, lot of other people also followed them and were saved. If they were on the beach, they would have died. Okay, so this is how the Smith family was saved. Okay, and now moving to the last part of the lesson. Now the last part of the lesson is telling about how did the animals manage to stay safe. You know, whenever there is a natural occurred, okay, the animals have the sixth sense. They come to know about it priorly. They come to know about it priorly. Okay, before the giant waves slammed into the coast in India and Sri Lanka, wild and domestic animals seemed to know what was about to happen. They fled to safety. According to eyewitness accounts, elephants screamed and ran for higher ground. Dog refused to go outdoors. Flamingos abandoned their low-lying breeding areas, and zoo animals rushed into their shelters and could not be enticed to come back out. Okay, means it is believed that prior to the gigantic waves entering the coast of India and Sri Lanka, wild animals knew what was ahead. Okay, this is because they ran out of danger ways to somewhere safe. And some people, eyewitnesses means some of the people who saw this, they gave a first-hand description of how elephants ran to higher ground as they screamed. The flamingos, they were not flying to a low-lying areas. Okay, and the zoo animals, they were trying to save themselves in the shelter of theirs. Okay, now further it is also telling that many people believe that animals possess a sixth sense. and know when the earth is going to shake. Okay, some experts believe that animals are more acute hearing helps them to hear and feel the earth's vibration. They have such kind of, you can say, sense. The animals have such sense that they could possess the natural hazards prior. Okay, they can sense an approaching disaster long before humans realize what's going on. We come to realize very late, but the animals, they realize the danger, or you can say the disaster which is approaching long before. Okay, we cannot be sure whether animals have a sixth sense or not, but the fact is that the giant waves that rolled through Indian Ocean killed more than 150,000 people in dozens of countries. But not many animals have been reported dead. Okay, here what it is trying to say? It is trying to say that we are not confirmed that the animals have the sixth sense or no. Okay, but because you can say the human beings, the people, the human lives, okay, the gigantic waves of the Indian Ocean took 150,000 human lives, but not many animals were reported dead in the tsunami. This proves that the animals possess sixth sense and they can sense the disaster long before the humans can realize. Okay, along India's Cuddle coast, where thousands of people perished, buffaloes, goats and dogs were found unharmed. The Yala National Park in Sri Lanka is the home of variety of animals, right, including the elephants, the leopards and the 130 species of birds. 60 visitors were washed away from the Patnangal beach inside the park, but no animal carcasses means dead body of the animals were found, okay, except 2 water buffaloes. About an hour before the tsunami hit, people of Yala National Park had observed 3 animals running away from the Patnangal beach. Okay, a Sri Lankan gentleman who lives on the coast near Gale, he is also telling that he has 2 dogs, okay, and he used to take his dogs daily for the walk. But the day when the tsunami was going to occur, his dogs did not want to go for their daily run on the beach. They were usually excited to go on the outing, but on that day they refused, and most probably his life was saved because of his dogs. Okay, so this is all about the tsunami, in which we have seen how did people save their life, okay, with courage. Okay, many of them lost their life also. Fine. So only one thing we have understood by this lesson, that whenever there is a natural accord or you sense something, sense some natural hazard or natural disaster, don't get panic. Okay, just try to think and save yourself, your family, your friends, your neighbors and everyone. Okay, I'll show you some pictures of tsunami. Here I have shown you 3 pictures, in which 2 you can see the huge giant waves, you can see, okay, which are huge than the skyscraper buildings also. Okay, and in the left side of the picture I have tried to show you the condition after the tsunami. When the tsunami water raises down, comes down, what is the position? of the houses of the, you can say, like not only the houses but each and everything. Okay, so these are the huge waves of tsunami which are huge than the skyscraper buildings also, you can say. Okay, the tsunami waves can be up to 25 to 30 meters high, more than that too. Fine. And the last, let's see the word meanings which have occurred in this chapter. Fine, to make the lesson more easy for you to understand. First word, tremor. Okay, tremor means a slight shake. The earth's shake during the earthquake, you can say. Tremor means a slight shake, but here tremor means the earthquake tremor, the earth tremor which occurs when the earth shakes. Chaos, complete disorder or confusion. Chaos means complete disorder or confusion. Next is guest house, a private house offering accommodation to paying guests. Guest house means a private house offering accommodation to the paying guest. Relief helicopters. Now what are relief helicopters? Helicopters bringing help to people during flood, during tsunami and with such kind of thing. Okay, when the helicopters bring relief help, okay, help for the people, such kind of helicopters are called relief helicopters. Daze, D-A-Z-E. What is the daze? Daze is a state of stunned confusion or bewilderment. Daze, a state of stunned confusion or bewilderment. Recede. Recede means move back from where it was. Recede means to move back from where it was, means the waves of the sea were receding. Before the tsunami could come, the waves of the sea were receding. Clinging, holding tightly. Clinging means hold on tightly. Uprooted. Uprooted means pull out of the ground, means the trees were uprooted from the ground, okay, with the root itself. Traumatized. Traumatized, greatly shocked and distressed. Greatly shocked and distressed. It's traumatized. Okay, traumatized. You have to note down this word meanings, not the chapter which I have explained you, okay, but these word meanings are to be noted down. Fine. Let's move further with some other word meanings. Whirlpools. What are whirlpools? A quickly rotating mass of water in a river or sea. Okay. What are whirlpools? Whirlpools are a quickly rotating mass of water in a river or sea. Hysterical. Hysterical means affected by or deriving from uncontrolled emotion. Hysterical, affected by or deriving from uncontrolled emotion. Next is refuge. Refuge, R-E-F-U-G-E. Refuge. Refuge means shelter or protection from danger. Refuge means shelter or protection from danger. Okay. Next, withstood. Withstood means endured without collapsing. Okay, endured without collapsing. Next is surge. Surge means force. Surge means force. Okay. Next, forewarned. Forewarned. Inform someone of a possible future danger or problem. Forewarned means to inform someone about possible future danger. Slammed. Hit something with great force. Okay, I slammed my head on the wall. Means my head was hit something with great force. Fled. Run away from a place or situation of danger. Fled away. Whenever there is a danger, fled away from there. Means run away from there. Eyewitness. A person who has seen something happen and can give a first-hand description of it. Eyewitness. Okay, the person who has seen something happening. Enticed. Attract or tempt by offering pleasure or advantage. Perished. Die, especially in a violent or sudden way. Perished means die, but how? In a violent or a sudden way. Carcasses. Carcasses are the dead body of animals. Okay, so these were the word meanings of this chapter. You have to note it down. Please do it. I'll soon give you the worksheet of this chapter. By that time, just pay attention on the explanation. Learn. Hope to meet you all soon. Bye. Take care.